Hope everyone's doing well. This is going to be a video. First off, I want to answer a question, but this will be a video over this today, and I still need to backtrack and make videos. I apologize for that. So someone asked a question: is it possible if you can emphasize a few swing setups, swinger scalps on your reviews for beginners to work on? Well, I do emphasize those. It's sell the close, it's buy the close, it's always in. The problem, I had the same problem with Al. Listening to him, and I'm not comparing myself to Al, but I'm just trying to make a point, and that is nothing's ever perfect. And this right here, big bear bar, possible second leg trap. It ended up not being a second leg trap, and breakout, another breakout, maybe a wedge bottom, but it ended up being a bear breakout below a wedge. That was similar to, if I can find it, I'm sure I can, but it will take a second. We're close. I can't find it, but needless to say, it doesn't really matter. Nothing's ever perfect. Everything's it's close. It's 60%. So, but yeah, to your point, what I would recommend, and I'll try and point it out more and make it a little more obvious, I would recommend always in trading. And maybe you sell below here, stop up here, you get this pullback, no reason to get out here, then you get a big bear bar. Or you sell below this bar, put your stop up here, you hold above this, and then you get a breakout, follow through. And if it's here, you can sell this close to get out here. The main point I want to explain is you can always ask yourself, if you're not willing to, if I sold here and then I'm short here and I'm saying, well, gee, I'm not willing to sell down here, well, then I need to exit my short because I shouldn't be short. There's no difference between selling here, putting a stop up here, versus staying short and having a stop up here, because it's the same risk. And open profit's open profit. I know people don't like to say that, but I think that's the truth. It doesn't make sense to, I just don't agree with that logic. If someone's holding you a bag of, if you go to a casino, and I don't like to compare trading to casinos, but it's probabilities. It's the same concept. Whether that's betting on a sports game, whether that's casino, whatever. But if you're going to a casino and you play blackjack and all of a sudden you win, $1 million, let's just say, who knows, or you do a slot machine and you put the penny in and it gives you $1 million. Well, are you just going to say, well, that's $1 million, it's not my money, it's someone else's, I'm going to bet it all in red and then lose it the next time? No. You would be absolutely crazy to do that. Well, to me, that's the same logic as being short up here, seeing this go all the way down, and saying, oh, it's someone else's money, who cares? It matters. And if you're not willing to be short down here, then you have to get out of shorts. But going back to your point, I would focus on always in trading, and I would focus on trying to understand where is it always in short and where is it clearly always in short. Same thing with always in long. And try and swing trade. So try practice selling below here, stop up here, or maybe selling down here, stop up here. The problem I have I don't have a setup. I don't like that concept. That's just not my personality. I don't like to say I'm going to only buy wedge bottoms because what happened, why not trade a breakout? Or why not better understand how to do, I don't know. I'm always fascinated with the market and watching it and looking up here and understanding, why do we break above the moving average, fail, break above again, fail, what's going on here? Or, we're selling off. Why aren't, are we going to reverse? Probably not. Well, I can just sell pullbacks all the way. So I think a large part of that just comes to understanding more and more with what you're doing. So I I just focus on spending a lot of time thinking about the market, looking at charts, listening to Al, watching the videos, and all that. But I'll try and point out more videos. So, as far as, I'll just start there. Best trades of the day, I don't know. Probably selling this close, selling this close, selling this close, selling down here. But you're probably going to get a deep pullback if you do. So what's better than that? Well, why don't you sell this close? So where to begin? Let's just always in. Well, it's probably always in, is it always in short from yesterday? Maybe. Pretty strong rally from Friday. So the odds are you're going to go into some sort of trading range. So the odds are we're going to go sideways and, do this for a little bit, maybe get on here. Less likely we go all the way down here. And, we're pulling back. So close to a 50% pullback, I'm sure. Not quite there. Boom, 50% pullback. But this channel's pretty tight, pretty strong, so you have to wonder if, is this a wedge? 1, 2, 3, and we're going to get bear breakout below wedge? I don't know. Maybe this is the wedge. 1, 2, 3. But this is not what you want to see if you're looking to buy a pullback. And then we get a bull bar. Then we get consecutive bull bars.
Order filled.
And then we get a bear bar. So at some point, the bulls are going to give up, and that was here. So at this point, it's clearly always in short. Stop up here, but the move is probably limited at this point. There's probably not as much down to go. So, all right. Well, I thought I was recording, and I wasn't. So I have no idea. Paused it for like 1 second, and I have no idea where I even left off. So that's a little frustrating. I'm gonna start over. If I started talking about support and resistance, you're just gonna have to wait until I talk more about that in another video. But what I'll leave you with to think about before I talk more about the day is there's no difference between support and resistance in a trend, a breakout, or a trading range, or a channel. It's all the same factors at play. It's trend lines and it's prices. It's just the angle of the support and resistance. It might be more sloped. So I'll let y'all kind of mull it over. But anyways, coming into today, we tried to break out, failed, tried to break out again, looked like we were failing. And then we broke below a wedge, consecutive bear bars. Odds are we're going lower. Another bear bar, odds are we're going lower. And by the way, when I say consecutive bear bars, odds are we're going lower, I'm saying 60% chance we're going lower, therefore it's sell to close. So to this person's question, that's what I'm implying. You can sell to close here. And, this is the problem with, can I emphasize a few setups that people should take is they're all difficult because they all have they all have other challenges at play. This is high risk, so your risk is high and your reward's probably small. It's probably going down for a few more legs. So if I sell here, put my stop up here, I almost make 1 times my risk. Here, I didn't make 1 times my risk, but I made 1 times my actual risk. Hope that helps. So sell to close, and the odds are when you get this kind of a sell-off early in the day and then you just sell off real sharply, usually you have to go sideways for many, many bars before you do anything else. And the market usually goes into some sort of trend reversal, trend resumption kind of situation. So, here, maybe we have a wedge, we have a reversal down, second reversal down, so you can draw a line. And maybe it's kind of like that. Maybe the wedge is like this. Who knows? Push, here's a push down, here's a push down. Here's the off channel. So maybe this is your channel. And broke below it, turned up, tried to break above it, tried to break above it, starting to fail, pulled back for a few legs, trying to get a higher low. Bulls would call it a higher low major trend reversal. And what else? So then, as you can see, the channel starts to get a little bit steeper. And, maybe the new line is something like this. But the whole point I'm getting at is we're in a trading range. We're getting lower highs. We're trying to, we had a lower low here, but then we got a higher low here. So you instantly know at this second, boom, we're in a triangle. You don't know where what you don't know is this a breakout of the triangle that failed, and this is the triangle. And the big thing I would recommend with trend lines and drawing lines is, you don't have to make it perfect. Just do something that's reasonable. So, nothing's ever perfect. It's like, Al always talks about the market's molten plastic, and this could very well be the triangle. And clearly we're failing. We're failing to break below. We broke below, failed. We're trying to break above, failed. Where are we going to go? Well, it's real close to 50-50. Broke above it, failed. 3 consecutive bear bars. Is this going to be... And this is what screws people up in trading ranges. 3 consecutive bear bars. Is this going to be a breakout? Well, I don't know. Because we broke above this high. We might fail. We're trying to break above this high. This might be the top of the trading range. This might be the top of the trading range. Or this might be. And even this might be. So where's the top of the trading range? I don't know. We have a high. I'm going to get rid of this for a second. And I'll say this. Here's top of trading range. Here's a low. Here's higher lows. I'm going to draw a trend line. Well, this has to be the top of the channel, right? Because this is the top of the channel. This is the highest price. Well, no, not at all. In fact, there's a lot of highs right here that were kind of at the same price. So maybe the top of the channel is right here. And if that's the case, we're at the top of the channel. Maybe the top of the channel's here. Maybe it's here. So who knows? But the point is, we may not go much higher. Pulling back, 3 consecutive bear bars, bull bars, odds are you'll go a little bit higher. And then boom, we got a big bull bar. So what about this being the top of the channel? Sure. What about this being the top of the channel? Sure. More importantly, here's a high. This is the top of the trading range. And this is one leg, pull back, second leg. So this could be a second leg trap. And if it is, that could be a subtle, very subtle lower high. And we could sell off all the way down here and still call it a trading range. So that's what makes trading ranges difficult. And then we get boom. So break above the channel, may test the low, which we did. 3 consecutive bear bars, probably going to be something disappointing. It's late today. Can you sell the close? Sure, but you're also in the middle of the range, so it's probably going to be disappointing rather quick. And there's your disappointment. So now what are we getting? Well, we're getting a higher low. Maybe we'll have some sort of higher high. Like that. And maybe that's the channel. Broken below, breaking the trend line. Maybe we're going to test down here, and then boom. So look at that. We test the line, reversed up, test the line, clearly reversed up. So that's what I'll talk more about with channels. But I think if you focus more on channels and you focus more on, and when I say channels, what I'm really implying is trend lines, support and resistance. If you focus more on the support and resistance, it's going to force you to be more hesitant to want to buy so, close to a resistance level here, 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 here. And when you're selling, it's going to make you hesitant to want to sell some sort of support level. And I think that's a very important thing to kind of get, ingrained in your mind, is the fact that there's a lot of there's a lot of support and resistance levels when a trading range, especially a broad, a trading range is a channel. And when you're having sideways movement, it's not very clear on which direction you're going. So therefore, you have support and resistance acting against each other instead of with each other, which makes it more confusing because I can draw higher, not so much at this point, but I still really can. I can draw a higher lows here, 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 and I can draw lower highs here and here. Or, I can also do this and say, here's a lower high, here's a lower high, and this is it. So at this point, we had a triangle, and maybe it's more here. So here's our triangle. So we have a triangle, we're breaking above it, boom, we're going to fail. We're going to fail. And now we're testing the bottom of the triangle. So anyways, as far as this is limit order market. I'm not even going to talk about it. But I would focus on trying to get short during this breakout. Sell the smallest position size you can and put your stop in the right place and hold on for a few legs. Thanks for watching.